Whoa. Here's the situation. Sometimes in the NBA, things are not as they appear to be. Now, there are many opportunities for people and other teams if they play their cards right. Playing your cards right means different. Might change how far you go in the playoffs. It might change a lot of different, perspectives. Salute, chat. Don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. The Golden State Warriors have decided to take the foot off the gas and a lot of people haven't really paid attention to it. They have deliberately set down guys. Deliberately. And I wasn't really paying attention to it because I was so focused on the Lakers losing. I wasn't really paying attention to the actual play at hand. The Golden State Warriors lost a lot of games that they were winning, and it was almost as if they tanked the entire game. Steph Curry shooting percentage dropped to the worst it's been in his playing career in the second half of the season. So you're going to tell me Steph Curry forgot how to shoot or just can't shoot anymore? Or there's something bigger at play. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, what could that be? What is the bigger play? What is the bigger move? They're playing soft. They're playing safe. Saying like, we won enough games. Let's wait till guys get healthy before we make our run. But Scottie Pippen has said on national television that early on in the Bulls' playoff runs, they deliberately were not trying to win games. This is before they were champions. They deliberately tried to avoid playing the Detroit Pistons in the first round of a playoff series. They try to avoid Detroit because they couldn't beat them. They weren't good enough, but they couldn't beat the other teams. So if they can get further enough in the playoffs, maybe another team will get lucky and beat Detroit and get them out of the way. But they tried to avoid Detroit. They didn't want to play the Detroit Pistons first because the matchups wasn't too favorable. They knew a lot about their system. Now, a lot of people say Golden State is not what it used to be. Okay. Golden State isn't what it used to be. Let's say that. So, the fact that Golden State, the Warriors, you say they're not what they used to be. But were you saying that at the beginning of the season? Before they had Klay Thompson and they were beating everybody. You had Stephen A talking about this is an NBA championship team. Right? They are purposely letting the games come down because one, players, and they don't believe it's fair to the top teams in the brackets that they have to follow this NCAA stuff. See, the NCAA March Madness, they have a basically little small tournament to decide who's going to be the 16th seed, the one team to go play. So the NBA wants to copy the NCAA and have this mini tournament to decide who's going to be the 16th team. The problem is they're taking teams who've already qualified to be in the playoffs and the top 8 seeds to do so. That's a major problem. So you're telling a team that made the playoffs, they qualified to make it, that they need to get in a tournament to play and make it. So now somebody who's in the 10th seed can automatically jump up to be the number 8th seed. So a lot of owners are not on board with this, especially if you're a top team. This isn't college where you're playing one game. This is a series. So it's a difference. So now we don't know who to prepare for, and we're the top seed in the division. We gotta wait and see who's the team that wins. Then we're gonna have a short preparation where all these teams know we're number one, so they all know who they're gonna be playing from the jump. But we don't know who we're playing, and we're the number one seed. Where's the advantage in that for being number one? Now, how can no one in the NBA not see this as a problem? Hit the like button for that. Owners are saying it. General managers are saying it. Everybody is saying it. Why is this becoming a problem? Why is this such a problem? So if you're the first 2 seeds in this tournament, it's really not beneficial to you. The best position to be is 3rd, 4th, or maybe even 5th. Because then you don't have to worry about the play-in. That's not your concern. So now the Memphis Grizzlies are now the number 2 seed in the West, ahead of the Golden State Warriors. And everybody's going crazy about the Grizzlies being number 2. And I'm like, y'all don't really see the big picture. The Golden State Warriors is like, go ahead, take number 2. We're going to take number 3. And we'll try to hold number 3 down. Because at number 3, we can stay out of the play. We ain't got to worry about that. We'll play either Denver or Minnesota, whatever. We know their system. They're in the West. We know what they like to run. We like our chances with them. they most likely feel they be playing Denver. And the Timberwolves, they play very well, very fast, action-paced game. But they're young. And the playoffs might be a little too much for them. They do got Pat Bev, and they've been coming on lately. But are they ready for the big time? Do you want to be the team that has to play the Lakers coming out of the play-in? The Lakers win the play-in. Do you want to be that team that have to go up against the league, Steph Bron, and all that corruption that you're going to be going through? Oh, the Lakers in 10th right now. And the Pelicans games are going to decide where the Lakers are really going to be. No, I think 7 through 10 is the play-in. Am I correct? So now the Lakers are 2 games up. Next team that's in the lineup. So 7 through 10 will determine who's going to be 7th and 8th. So that's the first 2 spots. Golden States have now dropped to 3rd and basically matadored that way so that everybody can come in and be 3rd place. And I think Golden State will try to hold down the 3rd place position. They don't want to be number 2. It's obvious. Yeah, I had a conversation earlier today. I was doing my movie live stream, and I was getting text messages sent like, you know what's going on in Golden State, right? And I was like, I hadn't really been paying attention, but I did notice a lot of movement. I saw Chris Lee sit out, Steph Curry, because I bet the games. And I was like, man, these odds are crazy. Then I seen who was just out, like right before game time. Steph isn't playing. This guy's not playing. Day of rest. I'm like, why would you rest damn near everybody that's going to play the game? How did they get away with this without getting fined or something? Then some of his lineup choices in pressure situations. And we know Clay trying to work himself back, but this is a hard way to do it by like putting him in it as the starter. I think that's a mistake. I'm like, that's too much pressure. All these guys have been playing year round. Plus you got all these 20-year-olds. They're going to be fast anyway. Clay was never super fast. He just had good balance. He had good balance. And great defensive instincts. Well, Clay's playing like 20 plus 30 minutes a game now. He's playing full length games, but his shooting is not there because he doesn't have his legs back. That's going to take a while. You could run on an exercise bike all you want, but when you come in and you play this game, you play the game over there. You see that? When you play that game on a professional scale, a professional level, you got to be prepared to play all the way. You're playing at the highest level there is. Running back and forth, the adrenaline, everything. It's strenuous. And when you've been off for like 2 years, that's a toll. You're taking and putting a heavy toll on your body. Many people don't understand that. Yeah, he hit 30 plus points. He gonna have his days he hit 30. But he gonna have days where he's got 18, 17. He gonna have a lot more of those days than the 30. Because it's not about the points and the numbers. It's about the shooting percentage. The defense, hitting these shots in pressure situations. Got to stay up on Clay. Clay's getting beat defensively a lot more than he's ever frequently did before. Most of that's age. Will the Lakers make the playoffs? Might. They're going to be in the play-in. Hey, how you doing? So they're going to be in the play-in, of course. They can't lose out on that money. But it all depends on what's going to happen with AD and all of that. But let's look at 7 or 8. They might make the playoffs through corruption. But yeah, I can see them making it. I can't see them getting out of the first round. Now that I can't see. But if you match them up against the Memphis Grizzlies, now you're talking something different, ain't you? Lakers versus Grizzlies. First round of the playoffs. See how that works? That's why Golden State don't want to be nowhere near that show. We ain't gonna go through that. We ain't finna get screwed, foobarred. And you thinking I'm going off of the talent themselves. No. I know the Memphis Grizzlies can beat the Lakers. That's not the case. The case is, will the league allow that in the playoffs? How they let them do it in the regular season. This is the playoffs. People got to understand something. The top 3 most searched players on YouTube, social media, period, is Steph Curry's number 1. They don't tell you that. Steph Curry's number 1 most searched person on the internet and social media when it comes to basketball. Number 2 is LeBron James. Number 3 is Ja Morant. When people go look up highlights to the games, those are the top 3. Now, teams used to always do that back in the 80s. What you think they did in the 90s? The same thing. They ran the same script, the same everything. It was all about seeding. A lot of people didn't want to go up against the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round. And the Lakers was normally the number 1 seed in the West every year. So teams wanted to try to win, get up and get out, and be the 7th seed, because they ain't want to go up against the Lakers. In the East, the Boston Celtics were the big dog. Teams didn't want to go up against Larry Bird in the first round of the playoffs. They would take their chances and go out to Philly. They'd be like, we match up better with Philly. And then Philly would smack them upside the head. And that's how Philly ended up getting to the championship. And being the dogs of the East and battling Boston. So when you had your Bird and Dr. J matchups, my live went out. Yeah, you sure it's out. Call it out for sad. Because now his points are not equaling victories. LeBron is number 2, averaging way more shit than he's ever taken in his NBA career. So we always said, y'all did, LeBron always played the right way. How does that look now? And people say, well, how do you throw a game? Lineups, matchups, people not in the game when they supposed to. And it's like, why is Steve Kerr playing this guy? Why is Steve Kerr playing that guy? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, they didn't win knocked out. They went and knocked everybody off, huh? Ain't that something? We was getting too many people on there. See how they do you? We still here. That's right. Mr. Jacobs is still there, still riding. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to follow at Kwame Brown, Bus Life. Bus Life, real sports and news. Don't forget to follow the Star Report at Self Talk, Third Eye TV. That's how we do it. Hey. Well, Golden State is not in the right state of mind. Well, they're in the right state of mind. Just everybody thinks we got to win as many games to be number 1 seed. Right now, the 3rd seed is the number 1 seed. That's the number one seed because of this stupid ass playing tournament. They let the Memphis Grizzlies have the second spot. Because all that means is you won more games this season. There's plenty of teams that won a lot of games that wasn't NBA champion. The main goal is to get to the championship. So playing people and where you seated might benefit you in the long run. Hey. What's up, outlaw? It's the chick trying to sleep with people to buy a house. That's the house for sale. Oh, I'm not even in my neighborhood. This is not where I live at all. I'm not here to talk about somebody's wife, man. Thanks for the super chat. Kitrick Nunn. That's what the Nunn stand for. How many games he played this season? None. None. Yep. None. Yeah. See where I'm at? Hi. He's continuously, and that's what I'm saying. They're talking about the Lakers trainers, but I'm like, they talking about bone bruise. Who has a bone bruise that costs you to miss 70 games? He was injured before he got here. The last time I seen him play, I think was in the bubble tournament. And he was coming off an injury then. How much more does he have in the tank? Some people's bodies can't take the game. You know, I just think about one of the greatest players probably in this game today, who came from Washington and was incredible. Went to Portland, and I was like, Gary Trent Jr. remind me of him, except for he never had a dog in him, and as ferocious as this guy. That knew his body just couldn't take the game. Good. Pusha going back to his day job, writing jingles. I mean, that's what he needs to do. Do his little jingles. Okay, T. Grandchildren, shoot, probably be his great grands. The name is pronounced Francois. Francois Mercate. French Canadian. You said they gonna have bars though. He the one came up with the McDonald's I love it. And he got robbed. McDonald's made billions off of that I love it phrase and everything. Pusha T came up with that for McDonald's. And he took a flat fee because he's a dummy. Now, hopefully, he learned from that mistake. And now he can go ahead and move forward. What's coming on the Patreon today? We're going to talk about the Great Fire and the things that they kept from you and what they did to black music. That's going to be today. They never explained to you. First, they hid it from you for 8 years, almost a decade. Most people still don't know about it. But no one also doesn't know what it means. Let me get out of here. But they Trayvon me. Because, I don't know, people looking like they ain't never seen a black person over here before. And this ain't my neighborhood, so let me get up out of here. Where the hell am I? How do I get back to my house? I'm about to take an Uber. I done walked too damn far. I mean, Arby's is doing pretty good without him. Because Ben Raines is making a fortune. That's what I'm saying. Ben Raines don't ever have to make another movie as long as he lives. Because he actually, because of that scene in Pulp Fiction, when Zed was pumping him from behind, for allowing himself to be in that position, he wanted points in the movie. And Quentin Tarantino gave him points in the movie, so he allowed that scene. So, Pulp Fiction ended up becoming bigger than life. So Ben Raines became super rich off of Pulp Fiction. So when he took his deal with Arby's, They like Vin Rain's voice because he has a powerful voice. But it was based off his performance in Pulp Fiction as Marcellus Watts. So when you hear him on the commercials, people know that's Vin Rames without even seeing him. Arby's, we have the meats. Hey, that's Vin Rames. They never show him in the commercials. But he's not needed to be shown. You hear that powerful voice. Arby's, we have the meats. He got the meat all right from Zed. Yeah. So, going back to our point about the Golden State Warriors, they're purposely tanking games. They're seeding themselves for third. They don't want to have to deal with any of the play-in bull crap that's going on. So third seed is really the best seed. Watch how they play to protect the third seed. They don't care about the Grizzlies winning the second. Take the number 2 spot. The first 2 spots in the playoffs, that's done. You caught up in limbo of the damn play-in tournament. By all means. Because 7 through 10 got to play. So the first 2 seeds, they're caught in the limbo. That's why you saw the whole Golden State, like 5 players was sitting down and was out. Draymond Green, back injury. We just going to rest Draymond. You know, let him come back fully ready for the playoffs. Steph Curry. Steph really got hurt. So they really taking it easy. We're bringing him back. He's going to have some annoying pain, and he might have to have microscopic surgery or let it heal over the summer. So the Golden State Warriors were really trying to tank. The first 2 seeds are like a lottery ticket. Why would you play all these games to be number 1 and number 2 just to be caught in a pool lottery with a play-in tournament. They're trying to copy the NCAA March Madness, where they have a tournament, and the winner of that tournament, they gonna get to be the team to go into the next round. They was like, man, look at all the attention college basketball get. College basketball gets that attention because they play one damn game. 64 teams, one game. It all rides on one game. So it isn't about the best team always win. It's who played the best that night. Would the Super Bowl be a big event if they had to play the best out of 4, best out of 3? They have this tournament for one game against the top seed. A team that got no business being there, but they get one game at the top seed, not a series. So now that makes it more dangerous for the number 1 seed. They're playing a team that they didn't prep for because they didn't know who was going to win. So you number 1 and don't know who the hell you going to play at all. No prep, no nothing. In a 4-game series. Same as number 2. Same number 2 is caught in limbo because they doing 7 through 10. So they don't know who they playing either. But the 3rd seed? Oh, the 3rd seed know who they playing, how to prep, saying, okay, we got this. We don't give a damn about the playing tournament. We ain't got to worry about that. We just worry about who we playing and who we know. We can run our game plans and got our coaches scouting for matchups and what we're going to do and assignments. We can get ready for our series. Hell, I'd rather be 3, 4, and 5. 4 and 5 finna play each other, so they like, cool, we know what this is. Damn. You mean I'm the top seed and I get the worst of the luck? I got no advantage whatsoever? If the Lakers win the championship, I'm done. I'm done with basketball completely. I mean, as far as pro, I'm gone. I'm gone. They can have it. They win, I'm out. I already told you, they want to get rid of me. Get the Lakers the championship. I'm done. I'm gone. Big colleges lose games because they play one game. But if they played a series, they probably mop the floor with those guys. But they play one game. That's where the excitement is. Win or lose. Tennessee will beat Michigan normally any day of the week. They lost that game. They choked under pressure. You got to understand, these are teenagers. Teenagers. And they might know how to play this game great, but in a pressure type situation, you don't really know. And there's no greater pressure than the NCAA tournament. That's why those guys are mostly the ones that are selected to go to the NBA. And this is why the draft was so hard to do. When there was no NCAA tournaments, they shut down all 2020. This is why the general managers and presidents of the teams was like, our scouts, we really had to trust our scouts, because how are we going to draft this year? It's really hard to draft for the entire year. It really is. Because if you don't draft for the entire year, you got to follow them. You don't know how they're going to respond in a big game in the NBA. That's why they watch it. Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade became a star because of his performance in the NCAA tournament. It showed Miami and Pat Riley what he needed to see. He said, that's the player I need. That's the player I need. Look at him on defense. Look how he runs the floor and runs and constructs the offense, and he can get to the level and get his own shot if the play breaks down. I need that guy. Yeah, Dwyane Wade always been better. He had a better foundation than LeBron James. LeBron James is just athletic, but in Summer League, you saw right away Dwyane Wade was way better than LeBron James. He was light years better. He was quick, athletic, plus his foundation of the game. LeBron was just an athletic guy running around out there playing. He didn't know where to be. He couldn't read a defense. First thing D Wade got there to Miami, they gave him a book about this thick. I ain't gonna lie to you. The book was super thick, like a dictionary. And those were the Miami Heat plays. And he had to go to work immediately, learning that book. First day he got there, they gave him that book. Well, the problem was when they got there, it was D Wade's team, but he was willing to defer it to LeBron. And they did. That's why in 2007, when he disappeared in the games, and Wade made that statement, well, you got guys on this team who never really won before. You know, big. Because Wade is ticked off because they were supposed to win that series and LeBron came up short every time, panicking in situations because he didn't recognize what was happening. So Shane Battier ended up helping him out. And I'm telling you, a lot of people don't understand. LeBron and Dwyane Wade are not best friends. They're good friends, but they're not the best of friends. They respect each other, but nah, that changed. That changed. On the team of the Miami Heat, Dwyane Wade's best friend, the guy who was closest to him, was Shane Battier and Haslam. Those are those guys, those are his closest friends on the team. Wasn't LeBron James. LeBron is the guy you saw when they hung out on the beach. Here come the media with the pictures. But the person they talked most, kept in contact with, Because Shane was just positive energy all the time, you know. It's a Duke guy. Smart guy. So those were his guys. Haslam is from Florida. He the glue. He playing at home. He's the captain. He's the foundation. He to make sure everybody toe the line. Oh yeah, Udonis Haslam, he gonna always have a job with the Miami Heat. For as long as he wanted. Well, yeah, when you sit down a lot or have a job, anybody could have a job where they sit down in the office all day and they're in a chair for 8, 9 hours. You might want to get up and get a walk in every now and then. I don't care if it's for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it may be. Of course, Brady don't start practicing when they start doing OTAs. Brady know it'll be August in the snap of a finger. He's going through his progression with wide receivers because this is how you win championships. This is what winning championships is all about. You want to make sure that you're doing the best preparation for your life and for your team. And for Brady, he's in the last years of his life. Playing career, rather. He had his little break for 2 months, and he get back to work. Brady was retired for less than 2 months. It ain't even been a full 2 months. And you know what Brady's saying? I'm back. Told you that wife and kids stuff, that wasn't for him. Brady got to be in the action. I'm telling you, because it's going to be a very unhappy house if Brady still got football in his system and then y'all getting on his damn nerves. He could be watching film clips and going over plays and defensive assignments. Hey, how you doing? No, Steph Curry is really hurt. That's just an unfortunate part of the game. But his shooting percentage was the worst it's ever been. They weren't really playing that hard because they realized, and this is the problem owners were complaining about too, it's like, what do we need with this playing tournament when we play series? If the NBA playoffs are going to go down to one game, okay, then it makes sense. But if you're going to do this, this is different. Those tournaments are made for smaller teams who don't have a large market to get the best players in the world. So you're not playing one of the top 50 schools in the world or top 100 schools in the world. In the NBA, any team could beat you on a given night. Shoot, the Detroit Pistons could whoop your ass on a given night. So every team is that good. But that would bring excitement. But then it would eliminate, why the hell are we playing so many games? If this is all we finna do, why the hell are we playing so many goddamn games? I'm mad because I lost the sheet last night because I couldn't see. On the screen, I thought I saw a 1, and it was an 11. And I was like, oh my effing God. I'm going to lose this game. And I was like, this is the reason why. If it was 11, I would have damn sure picked the other team. And sure enough, it was Philly last night. That's the only game I lost. I was pissed off. They was like, you picked Miami, Florida? I'm like, yeah. I didn't pick them to get out the first round, but once I saw who they was matched with, started whooping everybody. I've been walking for about an hour. I haven't huffed a puff, broke a sweat, nothing. Purdue. I think I got Purdue going all the way. And I think I got them losing to North Carolina. And I had it rough in the Midwest, but my Final Fours are still alive. I got Villanova winning the whole thing. I got Providence and Villanova playing. I got Duke and North Carolina playing. If North Carolina will beat Duke, Duke will beat North Carolina and get to the finals against Villanova. And Villanova will beat Duke in the championship game. So you better run out and bet it. No, Wright State didn't beat Arizona. They were close. They were close. I won the point spread, but we didn't win the game. I took Wright State in the points, and I won that. But, yeah, Wright State is good. Damn good. And if they'd have got past Arizona, they'd have wiped everybody else out. That was my dark horse. Yeah, TCU. That was a lot of people's picks. But y'all was right about the first round with TCU. They're actually really good too. I ain't just saying it. I got it written down right there. Bam. Told you, look at that. Villanova, dude. I wasn't playing. Gonzaga gonna play Arizona. I almost got this perfect. Texas Tech, Duke. Arkansas versus Gonzaga. Gonzaga versus Duke. Duke gonna beat Gonzaga. UNC versus Purdue. I had Kentucky going up against Purdue, but Kentucky got eliminated. So, like I told you, my Final Four still alive. UNC and Duke. Yeah, I had Auburn going up against Providence. I got Providence beating Kansas. So I got Providence going all the way to play against Villanova. People sleep on Providence. So, I know everybody keep praising Pusha T for Diet Coke. I didn't even talk about the song. But I'll do it right now real quick before I shut this down because we in the 1 hour mark. I just want to say this. Diet Coke is an outstanding beat that Pusha T does nothing with. He thinks he's killing it. And I'm like, you killing it in the reverse way. You really killing this song, dog. You really ain't coming off on the song the way you should. So everybody else, and I was like, they remix this, I guarantee you, everybody else want to slaughter this beat right now. And they want to show you what you should have been doing. While you out here messing around with a beat like this, finna push your T your way through it and waste it. But I didn't say that. Of course, Conway gonna kill it, cause he could really rap. He could really get down. Pusha can, don't get me wrong. Push can rap. He's just, everything goes back. It's just the way he do it. It's not really clever. It's kind of plain. Some of it works, a lot of it don't. But they try to hold him up like he's this great. I'm like, he's not that good. Like, he's not Nas or Jada. I'm like, Jada Kiss with him, they would bury Pusha T. Like, this, he's not in that category. Like, y'all got to stop putting these guys that are limited up there with GOATs. I'm like, he can't do what Drake do. Drake lapped him like 17 times. This dude is lazy. Take him 3 years to make one song, and y'all keep praising these people like they something. I gotta tell you, Mace would eat that dude alive. You put Mace on the Diet Coke beat and see what he do to Pusha T feelings. Since I told you back when Pusha T was dissing Drake and he dropped that 7-song Daytona, and I told y'all then, I said, all right, Pusha T said he gonna be consistent now. He got another album coming next year. I said, well, we'll see. What have we seen from Pusha T? Do you know how long ago that's been? That was 2018. It's 2022. You had 7 songs out. You dropped about 2 songs. Do you know how much work Drake has put in since then? He dropped a double album on top of that. Scorpion was 2 CDs. He just did Certified Lover Boy. In between that is about 5 albums worth of features and mixtapes. He's been working. I never ate at Arby's but once in my life. And that was because I was stuck there and I ain't finding food that amazing. All I knew about her, I tried to once sleep with a girl that worked there. She told me she used to work at Arby's. Even Arby's drinks are nasty. Oh yeah, I updated screen thing today. We did a live stream talking about Halloween ends will piss people off. So that's what we did on the Screen Thing channel. In case you didn't know our Screen Thing channel, there it is. Oh, I put up The Kith by Mace. Did y'all see that on the page today? Yeah, it's on my page.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put a million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced. And it's a lot of dance from anywhere. My jury jump like John Moran. And Kid Toe Shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch with my cabana, they go shade. Matter top five and top wise, no, I'm in fade. And though I'm out the loop, I'll be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on his fur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe #8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words. Mace.
Mayflow sounds 90. It sounds like it works. Rap, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Rap means something. Yep. Happy retirement to Jamal Crawford, man. I just wish he could have retired on a team, actually helping him out and playing. The man had the wickedest cross. Man, Bear, I don't know who the Bears gonna have playing on the team. They firing every damn body. That's what the new GM do. Yeah, but let me get on my JO, man. Get some other work done. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on. Love, peace, and hair grease.